All right, here we go. Week one, American Pro meet prep. Body weight starting at 277.9. Just came in from a long vacation. That's why my body weight was up. I gave myself a break to eat some food, put on about 10 pounds, even though I sweated a ton and walked about 20,000 steps a day. But still, I ate good. I needed a nice little refeed and everything. Missed my obvious day one of squat and deadlifting because we got in a few days late. So basically starting out on Tuesday here, which is my normal bench day. I'm going to kind of take it lighter this week, just get some movement. Didn't do any training at all on vacation. I wanted a break from that. So just doing some light banded bench work, trying to be really strict with bar placement, pausing, trying to be intentional with what I'm recruiting to move the bar, just building good motor patterns. And light bands on a bench is really, really great for that. Also taxes the tries a little bit more than the bar weight does. So moving on to incline, everything's feeling really good. My bench this whole year has felt really, really nice, even with the weight loss and everything. But um, I like benching, or I'm sorry, incline benching after flat benching now. Don't need as much warm up. Arms or and lats are nicely ready to go. So a little bent over barbell work here. No bands though. Flies and curls, and that was pretty much it for my day one. Nice little easy day. Moving on to day two, banded pause squats with some paused sumo deadlifts. Again, just keeping it real light, trying to build some motor patterns here using the Mars bar because don't want to overdo do the shoulders. Getting the bar on my back there. Pretty good band tension. Didn't need a lot of weight. Trying to pause in a hole just for a second, then whoa, I almost fell backwards. Funny. I think I did 8 sets of three. Um, When I do banded work, I usually do either 8 sets of 3 or 10 sets of two. Obviously, 8 sets of 3 is going to be lighter. 10 sets of two will have a little bit more weight, but I am trying to drive out of the hole as hard as possible, no matter the weight. And I was late to the party on pause deadlifts, either sumo or conventional. Um, I think this, if you're somebody who struggles with trying to get the slack out of the bar, whether it's a stiff bar or a whippy bar, I think doing these is a great way to kind of slow you down, but also generate a ton of force. Like if you're slow off of the floor, this is something I'm going to probably keep in through the whole prep. I really, really like the way these felt today. Felt like my positioning, even though I'm not very good at sumo, but within my body style and how I'm doing these, this felt technically really, really, really good. I'm very happy how those felt. And then this was the mistake for the day. I was figuring, I'm gonna maybe toss out front squats and bring in Zerchers just for a little bit of a different stimulus. That was a mistake. Now, this is only 155 on a bar, but just holding the weight on your biceps like that, it is okay. So I moved up another 20 pounds. This is 175. I wear knee sleeves on my elbows to kind of give me a really good cushion, but it's still, and I'm like, feeling it in my bicep. No, thank you. Cut that shit. Then finished the lower day with some good mornings with the Mars bar, really trying to load the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. I had my feet too wide, so I brought them in a little bit. I don't know why I was so wide initially, but yeah, I'd like my feet a tad bit closer, more of my conventional stance, or a little bit inside my squat stance for a solid good morning. Moving on to day three, my normal day three overhead accessory day. Um, Gonna obviously push the overheads a lot more this prep. When my overheads go up, my flat bench goes up. So I'm gonna probably be incorporating a lot more singles, which is allows me to one, not pass out as much, and then two, just try to build more strength. And then I decided to add a little bit of volume bench, not a lot of weight, going for sets of 6 to 8, just trying to get a little bit more volume under the flat bench. When I was at my best benching, I always benched twice a week, even if I did overhead or not. So, kind of went through some old notes, looked at some old videos, and decided this would probably be a good thing to push my bench as high as possible. Is more benchy, more benchy, more benchy. I mean, it's not Monday, but hey, whatever. All right, then just a ton of dumbbell accessories. I tried some new front raises, didn't really like them, but I like my reverse fly there, dumbbell shrugs, banded pull-ups, banded tri extension, everything like that. All right, so this is where the shit show starts. I'm pretty pissed off about this. For some reason, my hips are killing me, and I'm gonna slow that down here. And you can see right here, I'm shifting hard to my left, and there ain't nothing I could do about it. And it's just creating a ton of pain, and then, nope, I'm done. So I will no longer be competing at the American Pro. All right, so you saw the video, my hip forcing me to squat hard to my left. It ended up that day uh, straining severely my adductor, my groin. Went to the chiropractor. My pelvis was again dumping forward. He got me back into position. The next day I benched, felt another pop or misalignment by the way I packed my legs under me in force off the bench. Um, Created some more pain. My heaviest set of the day, I ended up taking my leg drive out of the bench, and it felt okay, but if you can't bench with your legs, you're kind of done. So I went back to the chiropractor on Wednesday. He adjusted me even more. Good to go. Tried to squat just lightly that night. Nothing. Definitely got a good strain. No tears or anything, but definitely a good strain in my adductor. So I reached out to a physical therapy place local to here that works with lifters, strongmen, and stuff like that. Um, Had a consultation with them yesterday. They're gonna put me on some exercise regimen to try to get this shit figured out, because it really sucks to have to back out of something I've been looking forward to all year. And here I am, just did a whole rebuild thing. Everything was doing good. And now I'm basically back to square one. I'm not as bad as I was after the hernia surgery, but still, to back out of a competition 7 weeks out is pretty shitty and a little bit embarrassing, but it is what it is. This is the way it goes in this sport. So I'm already signed up for King and Queen of the Platform in December. It's 24 weeks exactly from today. Today is June 20th, Saturday. So, but that's where I am. That's how things go. I'll probably pause some of these videos, probably just do some shorts for a while as I'm trying to get through this hip problem and work through those exercises. So that's it. Thanks for watching this super awesome meet prep of 1.2 weeks. So see you soon.